Hi to all. In the last video, we discussed about some basic points related to transformer production. In this video, we are going to discuss about differential protection of transformer. The differential protection scheme of transformer is the main type of protection scheme which can be employed for the protection of the transformer against internal faults such as phase 2 earth fault and phase 2 phase faults. We already know what is meant by internal faults, what is meant by external faults. We already discussed in the last video. Okay. So this differential protection scheme is also known as merge price circulating current protection scheme, or simply known as merge price differential protection scheme. This protection scheme is fundamentally same as that of the generator scheme, but certainly with some complicating features. The complicating features and their remedies are given below. We all know that the primary and secondary currents of the transformer is not same. That means the primary and secondary currents of the transformer is generally different. For example, if it is a step-up transformer, the secondary current is less than the primary current. If the transformer is step-down transformer, the secondary current is more than the primary current. This basic property of transformer raises the complicating features. The first complicating feature is that the difference in magnitude of current. The difference in magnitude of current. For example, the primary current of the transformer is 5 amperes and the secondary current of the transformer is 8 amperes. Then the difference in magnitude of primary and secondary current is 3 amperes. Due to this differential current, the relay may operate during normal or healthy working conditions also. Operation of the relay during normal or healthy conditions is not desirable one. But what is the reason here for the operation of the relay during normal or healthy working conditions? The 3 amperes differential relay. So what is the reason here for the occurrence of 3 amperes differential current? Due to the difference in magnitude of primary and secondary currents. So this is a problem. This is a complicating feature. So what is the complicating feature here? The difference in magnitude of currents. So this complicating feature, this problem can be compensated by proper CT's turns ratio which are placed on both sides of the transformer. By proper turns ratio of CT's which are placed on both sides of the transformer, this complicating feature, this problem can be compensated. And the second complicating feature is that the phase difference between the primary and secondary currents. For example, the primary current of the transformer is 10 at an angle 0 degrees. The secondary current of the transformer is 10 at an angle 30 degrees. So the phase difference between the primary and secondary currents is 30 degrees. So this 30 degrees phase difference may operate the relay during normal or healthy conditions of the system. Operation of the relay during normal or healthy conditions is not a desirable one as usual. But what is the reason here for the operation of the relay during normal or healthy conditions? The phase difference between the primary and secondary currents of the transformer. So the phase difference, if there is any phase difference between the primary and secondary currents of the transformer, this is a complicating feature. This is the problem. So this problem can be compensated by proper connections of CTs which are placed on both sides of the transformer. For example, if the power transformer is star delta power transformer, that means the primary side of the power transformer is connected in star, the secondary side of the power transformer is connected in delta. So if the power transformer is star delta power transformer, then the CTs on both sides of the power transformer should be connected in delta star. That means in a star delta power transformer, the primary is connected in star. Therefore, connect the CTs in delta which are placed on primary side of the power transformer, as well as in a star delta power transformer, the secondary windings are connected in delta. Therefore, connect the CTs which are placed on secondary side in star. Similarly, if the power transformer is delta delta, if the power transformer is delta delta, that means primary are connected in delta, secondaries are also connected in delta, then the CTs which are placed on both sides of the transformer should be in star star. The CTs on primary side also in star, the CTs on secondary side also in star. Similarly, if the power transformer is star star, then the CTs should be in delta delta, and if the power transformer is connected in delta star, then the CTs on both sides of the transformer should be in star delta. So when the power transformer is connected in delta star, when the power transformer is connected in delta star, the CTs on both sides of the transformer should be in star delta. When the CTs are connected like this, when the CTs are connected in star delta for the delta star power transformer, then the phase difference, then the second complicating feature can be compensated. Yes, what are the points we have to remember here? The first point we have to remember here is the difference in magnitudes. The difference in magnitudes of currents can be compensated by proper CT's turns ratio. And the second point we have to remember is the phase difference between the primary and secondary currents of the transformer can be compensated by proper CT's connection. So just remember one point: if the power transformer is star delta, the power transformer is star delta, then the CT should be delta star. If the power transformer is star star, then the CT should be delta delta. If the power transformer is delta delta, the CTs should be star star. If the power transformer is in delta star, then the CTs should be star delta. So for better understanding, I am giving one example. If the power transformer is connected in star delta, in such power transformer, there is a phase difference of 30 degrees, 30 degrees phase lag. So that 30 degrees phase lag can be compensated by 30 degrees phase lead. So to get that 30 degrees phase lead, connect the CTs on both sides of the transformer in delta star. Connect the CTs on both sides of the transformer in delta star. Okay, right. So coming to next point, so here we are discussing mainly about the differential protection scheme. So what are the complicating features generally we may come across while applying the differential protection scheme to transformer is just now cleared, just now discussed. Now coming to the following figure illustrates the differential protection scheme, that is the percentage or Bass differential protection scheme. Have a look on the figure. So this is the power transformer, this is the power transformer need to protect. So here the power transformer is, here the power transformer is star delta power transformer, star delta power transformer. So here the primary circuit is connected in star, the secondary circuit is connected in delta. So when the primary circuit is in star, the CTs which are placed on the primary side should be in delta, should be in delta. Similarly, when the secondary circuit is connected in delta, when the secondary circuit is connected in delta, the CTs which are placed on secondary side should be in star. So here the considered power transformer is star delta power transformer. In star delta power transformer, the CTs are connected in delta star as shown in the figure. So why we are connecting the CTs like this? In order to compensate the phase difference, between the primary and secondary currents of the transformer. Okay, so where RC represents restraining coil, OC represents operating coils. Okay, so if the restraining coils are not present in the protection scheme, then the protection scheme is simply known as differential protection scheme. If the restraining coils are placed like this, then the differential protection scheme is known as percentage or biased differential protection scheme. So what is the difference between differential protection scheme and percentage or biased differential protection scheme? If the restraining coils are placed in the protection scheme, then that is biased or percentage differential protection scheme. If the restraining coils are not there, then that represents the simple differential protection scheme. Right, now we will see how this protection scheme will protect the power transformer from the internal faults like phase to phase faults and phase to earth faults. Okay, so during normal operating conditions, that means there is no fault in the system. During normal operating conditions, the secondaries of CTs carry identical currents. So see here the secondaries of CTs. So all these are represents the secondaries of CTs on primary side. All these are represents the secondaries of CTs on secondary side. So during normal working condition, the secondaries of CTs carry identical currents. The secondaries of CTs have equal currents, therefore no differential current will flow through the operating coils. Then the relay does not operate. When a fault occurs, for example, if the fault is phase to phase fault, like this, or if the fault is phase to earth fault like this, then the secondary currents in both sides of the current transformers will no longer be the same, therefore the differential current will flow through the operating coils of the relay. Then the relay operates. Means the relay contact closes. When the relay contact closes, then it will energize the circuit breaker it will energize the tripping circuit of the circuit breaker. Then the circuit breaker opens the contacts of it. Thus the power transformer can be protected from the internal faults like phase to phase faults and phase to earth faults. Okay, in the next video we will discuss about some numerical problems on CT ratios. Thank you all. Thanks for listening.